development coming in. There has been a blast in Kabul at a mosque in the vicinity of heavily fortified Interior Ministry compound. That's been confirmed by the ministry spokesman as well. We are getting first pictures, and these are pictures at the blast site, which is now under a security cover. The blast took place a while back, and this occurred at a mosque near the Ministry of Interior. And this has been attributed to Abdul Nafai Thakur, the spokesman of the Ministry of Interior, who has confirmed it. Remember, Kabul is, as of now, under the control of Taliban, though the government is not recognized. We have seen a spate of blasts taking place. Just 3 days back, there was a blast at a school which led to the death of 18 students at an educational institution. And now a blast taking place very close to the Interior Ministry, in fact, inside a mosque. And that's something which makes one wonder who's doing this. It's a declared Islamic emirate. Taliban is ruling it. And in a Muslim majority nation, who would be targeting a mosque? And that's something which makes one wonder whether the move from the earlier government to the Taliban regime has helped Kabul, have helped Afghans in any manner. Blasted a Kabul mosque in the vicinity of the heavily fortified Interior Ministry compound taking place. We have those two pictures. One is of security that has moved in, and the other one just after the blast. And this is the central district of Kabul. And Abdul Nafai Thakur, the spokesman of the Ministry of Interior, confirms the occurrence of an explosion in the mosque near the ministry. And this is a second blast that has taken place in last 72 hours. In fact, the blast that took place at the educational institution led to the death of 18 students. And reports coming in fact, suggest that 25 are injured, and that's these are early estimates. As of now, we don't have any information whether there have been deaths as well, but 25 injured. That's what we are getting to hear from sources. In fact, now confirmation coming in that 3 have in fact died in the blast. More pictures are there and clearly indicate towards hand of somebody who wanted to really cause maximum mayhem. This blast taking place in Kabul, and this is a Hazara Shia community. The mosque belonged to the Hazara Shia community. That's where the blast has taken place, and we'll get you more pictures and more information as the situation develops. But what is important is that a blast has been reported inside a mosque near the Ministry of Interior in Kabul, and it has been confirmed by the spokesperson of the ministry, Abdul Nafai Thakur. And 25 are injured, 3 confirmed dead. There could be more casualties. In fact, the number of those dead is increasing as we speak. Reports attributing to CNN suggest that a suicide bomb attack has been confirmed. Okay, let's go to Ankit. He's reporting from our Mumbai newsroom. Ankit, over to you. What more information are you gathering from social media and other sources, agencies, as to what led to this blast? Was it a suicide bombing? How many dead? How many injured? If you can update viewers on that.
Well, Abhishek, from what the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan is saying, this is a blast that took place very near to its own compound, and it is a compound that was frequently visited by the employees and personnel at the Interior Ministry. So far, according to the news reports emanating out of Afghanistan, the country's Taliban government says that there have been 25 people who are injured, and there have been 3 fatalities so far. So that is the number that exists even until this point. once again, I'd just like to reiterate that it is the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan which is issuing this information, and the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan that is the closest to this mosque that has come under this suicide attack. The spokesperson, Abdul Nafi Takur, who is a Interior Ministry spokesperson, has confirmed the explosion in a mosque near the ministry itself, and he says that this was a heavily fortified compound very close to the premises of the government. It also occurred at a place where a number of the employees and visitors used to offer prayers very frequently, which is why there is a suspicion, Abhishek, that this is an attack that has targeted the Taliban government over there. We've seen in the last few weeks a number of attacks take place at various mosques. Mosques appear to be a target of those attacking the Taliban as well. In this case, preliminary reports telling us at this moment that it was a suicide attack that had taken place. The motive is as yet unknown, but certainly because of the proximity to the mosque in question, the government of the Taliban there appears to be awake to this, and it is close by, so we are getting the preliminary statements. A probe has been initiated into this, is what we are being told.
Also, Ankit, I can see, and we can see a lot of security arrangements already in place, a huge number of bunkered vehicles there in the pictures. If you're getting more information on that front, whether any VIP has been targeted because it was close to the Ministry of Interior, and you said that those who were working at the Ministry of Interior used to frequent the mosque.
There are no reports of whether or not it was directed at anyone in particular at the moment, but there are a number of vehicles that are evident from the visuals of the mosque. It also looks like an area that is not surrounded by too many tall buildings, at least from the narrow angle that we can tell, and it looks very much like a kind of area that may have previously been occupied by the US troops, the kind that you see with low walls and heavy fortifications. So that is essentially the location in which this has taken place, but we'll have to await to find out more details of why it was this mosque that was targeted, and what are also the reactions of the Taliban government in question, how quickly they have responded, what is the state of the investigation, and also most importantly, what are the true figures of the casualties involved, Abhishek.
Yeah, in fact, early reports suggest, Ankit, that 25 are injured, 3 are already dead. The number could increase. And we have seen just about 3 days back, there was a targeting of an educational institution where 18 students lost their life and many others were injured. I believe 50 plus were injured. This clearly seems to be the handiwork of those who do not want stability to return to Afghanistan, you know, irrespective of whether the Taliban is in power or the earlier democratic government that was in power. These bombings, these suicide bombings, these terror attacks just do not die down in Kabul.
Most certainly not. It's been over a year, and the latest information that has been coming in has been about the Taliban hitting out in many cases against Pakistan, and Pakistan hitting back in turn, and the kind of statements that India frequently makes at various international forums about how Pakistan should not allow its soil to be used for terror activities are now being spoken by Pakistan against Afghanistan and vice versa. So clearly there is no hint of stability in the region simply because the Taliban has now taken over.